Over the past few years, prop firm challenges have become increasingly more popular, but the reality is, majority of the traders who pass prop firm challenges never make it to see their first payout. I personally passed a 100K challenge a month ago, and today I'm negative 9K and have yet to request my first payout. So in this video, we're going to talk about the top 4 mistakes that I made after I got funded and how you can avoid making those same mistakes in the future. Let's get into it. Number 1, overtrading and lack of patience. Now I'm putting those two things together because personally I feel like overtrading is a result of a lack of patience, and we'll talk about what that means. So this is my TradeZella calendar, and I actually set up this TradeZella account as soon as I purchased the challenge, so I have my evaluation stage trades as well as the trades that I took after I got funded. So this week here, the week of the 16th or the 17th, is when I received my funded credentials and I was actually trading on the funded account. And you can see that on the first day, the first thing I did was take a trade. I was so impatient and I was so excited to have a funded account that I had to take a trade immediately. So now let's move on 2 days later to Wednesday, which was June 19th. So as you can see here, I lost over $2,000 on June 19th and I took 12 trades. 12 trades is 3 times the maximum amount that I would normally take. So a couple things with this day is that, one, I was impatient. I was very excited to get started on the account. And then what caused a little bit more impatient is that I did take a loss on Tuesday. So I wanted to get the account not only back to break even, but I also wanted to get into the positive so that I can start working towards a payout. So I did my analysis, I marked up my charts, but June 19th was actually Juneteenth, which is a bank holiday in the US. So not only was there very little volume, but gold was actually consolidating for that entire day. And instead of following my trading plan, not trading on a bank holiday, and recognizing that there was consolidation and not trading that as well, I continued to jump into the trade no matter how many times I got stopped out. So that leads me to mistake number 2, which is chasing the trade. Chasing a trade means that I did my analysis, I was looking for a particular move, but I didn't wait for the market to actually give me the indications or the confluences to let me know that price was ready to actually play out my analysis. So now this purple highlighted area is June 19th. So as you can see, price is just constantly just moving sideways, and it's just not breaking the high of this box or not closing above it, but then also not closing below it either. So it's not really giving me any indication of what direction price wants to move in. So in this situation, I would typically wait for a break and a retest of the box. So this would have been the perfect area for the entry, not anywhere inside of this. But those 12 trades that I took on June 19th were all taken within this. So I was constantly getting stopped out. I was trying to catch a move before the market told me that it was ready to move. The third mistake we're going to talk about today is greed. And when I say greed, I mean wanting to catch every move in the market, wanting to catch every pip in every move, maybe even trading multiple pairs because you're trying to catch every single move and maximize your profits. However, greed can make you forget that capital is also a position, and my number 1 rule is to protect the capital. But I forgot to do that because I let greed cloud my judgment. So let's take a look at TradeZella again, and we'll see here that on the 27th we made almost $5,000 back, which brought the account very, very closely back to our break-even mark, where we could potentially start pushing towards profits and hopefully a payout. But my greed got to me, and that leads me to mistake number 4, which is lack of risk management. I got greedy and I threw my risk management out the window. And what do I mean by that? Typically I would risk about $500 to $1,000 per trade, but after I made that $5,000 back and I could see that $100,000 mark being reached or crossing that threshold and starting to push into profits and work towards a payout, I started to risk a little bit more. I got overconfident. I started getting married to my bias and not following my rules. I started to over risk. I was using bigger lot sizes. I was adding positions in drawdown, and overall it landed me right where I'm at today, which is at negative $9,000 on my 100K funded account. But you guys stay tuned for the next video where we are going to document where I am following my rules, using proper risk management, and slowly rebuilding that 100K account to let you guys know that It is not the end when you fall into a deficit. It is not the end when you go a little bit negative. We did not breach any of the rules of the 100K account, so I am going to work my hardest to get us not only back to that 100K mark, but to our first payout. And I'm going to document every step of the way of it for you guys, so stay tuned for the next video.